Good afternoon. Welcome to the Higher Education Virtual Expo 2023 webinar session. With me today is Dan Xingyuan from Hengyi, who will be presenting a topic on Joint Collaboration Program. Without further ado, I invite you to start your presentation.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yan. I'm from Hengyi Industry. So today I will do first. I would like to introduce that about Hengyi Industry. So Hengyi Industry is one of the largest foreign direct investment project in Brunei, and it's a joint venture between China Zhejiang Hengyi Group and Damai Holding. So where do we locate? Actually, we located at PMB, where you have to cross the Dare Bridge in order to reach our headquarters and also our plant. Hengyi actually consists of two phases. One is the phase one started operation back in November 2019 after 2.5 years of construction and 2.5 months of active commission activities. And the second phase is still currently under construction phase. So one of the objectives, Hengyi wants to help Brunei to become a hub for crude oil refinery and export refined products, and to help Brunei to be more competitive in the future to deal with risk in global markets. And Hengyi, we are mostly focused on the midstream and downstream. Basically, we use the products and byproducts from the petroleum industry to produce new chemical products. And some of the petrochemicals that is found in the consumer products that we use in daily life, such as the fabric, detergent, plastics, and also like fertilizer that is commonly seen in our daily life. Hengyi currently, we have approximately about 700 Bruneian working with us. And then one of our localization initiative and also our initiative to produce more lockers with the right skill set in petrochemical industry is that we have jointly collaborated with, one is we collaborated with Polytechnic Brunei and also China Lanzhou Petrochemical University of Vocational Technology for 7 diploma programs. And we also jointly collaborated with IBT and China Lanzhou Petrochemical University of Vocational Technology for 1 diploma program. And since the first we rolled it out, since we rolled out in July 2020, we have currently approximately about 500 students enrolled in all these jointly collaborated programs. So these are some of the programs that we collaborated with Polytechnic Brunei. So for chemical engineering, which is only offered in January, and then water treatments and lab technology is currently full already, the quota. So there are remaining 4 programs that is still open for application. Okay, and then upon students complete the program, they will have an opportunity to work with Hengyi after graduation. And then one of the programs that we collaborated with IBTE is control and automation engineering. And same like the programs that we collaborated with Polytechnic Brunei, that upon completion of the program, students will also have an opportunity to work with Hengyi after graduation. And all these programs is actually a 3 years program. And then some of the modules will be taught by our Lanzhou lecturers that come from this Lanzhou Petrochemical University of Vocational Technology University. Just for your information, Lanzhou Petrochemical University of Vocational Technology was established in 1956, and they are actually top 5 educational institution in China. And then today, we are pleased to have a representative from respective of the department that is relevant to the diploma, that if you are interested to apply, to tell us what is the function and what is the importance of their department. and then how is the work, the day-to-day work be like in their department. So without further ado, because of the time, I would like to pass the floor to the first presenter first. So can we have our equipment maintenance department, Mr. Wafi, to
Yeah,
carry
sure.
on the presentation? Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Wafi from Equipment Maintenance Department side. So our department serves a very important function at the refinery. We perform scheduled maintenance to lessen the possibility of equipment failure prior to its life expectancy. We also ensure efficient and safe work environment by avoiding this emergency critical path situation through preventive, corrective, as well as predictive maintenance. As the maintenance department take care of all different types of machinery in the plants, we have different types of skilled staff and teams, which are fitter, maintenance team, welder, scaffolder, lifting team, the maintenance foreman, as well as the valve team. Next slide. So in this industry, the maintenance team must have the strongest technical ability, as well as we also have the longest training period. So for a mechanical fitter, they are responsible for repair and refurbishing, and they work closely with engineers. We assemble metal parts according to the specs to fabricate production machine and equipment. We also have welders who's responsible for designing, cutting, and joining of metal parts. Scaffolders, who is crucial in providing maintenance support, safety, and a protected workplace. The next slide. We have maintenance foreman responsible for planning, scheduling the maintenance activities, and assist in maintenance work. The valve teams are responsible for the maintenance, inspection, and leakage testing of valves, as well as a lifting operator, also crucial in ensuring safe lifting of delicate and critical equipment. The maintenance team are responsible to perform routine inspection, diagnosis, and repair. Next slide, please. So in general, the equipment maintenance department perform various daily maintenance routines, such as routine inspection and monitoring, lubricating and cleaning, temperature, vibration check and analysis, replacing and repairing worn-out parts, and so on. We also provide training for the new staff, as upon entering the department, the staff will have to undergo basic fitter training and examination before becoming a maintenance operator. Some of the main topics covered by a maintenance team will be the mechanical parts and drawing, measurements, pumps, bearings, mechanical seals, valves, and compressor. Of course, the topic will vary depending on which team you are situated in. Next slide. So these are just example pictures of the local trainees doing their practical training to be a fitter or maintenance operator. This can range from the usage of basic tools and measurements to performing pump alignment training. Next slide. So the department is also responsible for performing minor and major overhauling of equipment. This can range from minor overhauling of centrifugal pump to a more complex and bigger major overhaul of such as compressors. The picture on the right shows overhauling of reciprocating piston compressor. Another example will be on the next slide. Another example is the screw gas compressor overhaul. In the workshop, we also perform rotor balancing in the machining to ensure that the rotor are balanced before installation can proceed. That is all from equipment maintenance. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we would like to welcome Nabila from Port and Storage Department.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nabila. I'll be representative for Port and Storage Department. So a bit of introductions for Port and Storage Department. We are the starting point, end point, as well as the middle point for the whole plant. We are responsible for the raw materials, that is the crude oil and also the condensate oil, the semi-finished product that we receive from the different process units to be stored in our storage tank temporarily. And we are also responsible for storage of finished products of the process units. As you can see the diagram below, there is two arrows, the top one and the bottom one. So the top arrow indicates that we receive feedstock from the jetty, and then we let it pass through the pipelines and into the storage tank. And depending on the requirements from the process department, we will be sending the feedstock through the pipelines and into the respective process plant unit. So for the bottom arrow, that's mean some of the finished semi-finished products that will be sent back through the pipeline and into our storage tank. And then for finished products that already has been completely processed from the process plant unit, it will also be sent through our tank and either to the jetty to be sold or to the loading station to be sold in Brunei only. So next slide. Okay, our department consists of 3 divisions, that is tank farm, jetties, and also loading stations. So in each of these divisions, we have 2 different positions for the operators, that is panel operators and also field operators. So for panel operators, the main role is to control the operation from the central control room, while the field operators' main role is to handle the operation from the site with the instructions from the respective panel operators. Now I will tell you each of the divisions of their functions. For jetty, this is where we unload and load all the feedstock, also the finished products. And for the tank farm, here is where we store the raw materials, semi-finished product, and also the refined products. For the loading stations, this is where we load the qualified finished product for various gas stations in Brunei. That is the gasoline oil, the RON 97 and 98, diesel oil, and also jet fuel or the aviation kerosene used for the aeroplanes. Next slide. Okay, here are some pictures that are under our departments. For the tank farm, we have 2 areas. The main tank farm area, which is in the eastern, and also western tank farm area. The difference between these 2 areas is that the western tank farm area is where we only store the finished products. So for the eastern tank farm is where we store the feedstock, the raw materials, semi-finished product, and also the finished products. For the jetties, we have 7 jetties altogether. And the same as the tank farm, it is also divided into 2 areas, which is the eastern areas and the western jetty areas. 5 of the jetties are located in the eastern area and 2 are in the western areas. For loading station, we have 5 loading bays in the loading station. Sorry, this loading station is only 1 and it's located in the western area. So 5 loading bays is for 5 trucks to load at one time. And we have 1 special loading bay, special for the aviation kerosene, because aviation kerosene product is very sensitive and only used for the aeroplanes. So we specifically use only one loading bay for this oil. As for the network of pipelines, in the storage transportation system, these pipelines are used for the loading, unloading, transfers of raw materials, semi-finished product, finished oil through the whole plants. And storage department also manage the fuel oil, fuel gas pipeline, and venting pipeline network for the whole plants. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Nabila. Next, can we welcome our colleague from Power Department?
Hello, hi everyone. I'm colleague from Power Department. Power Department, I would like to explain about Power Department. Power Department is like the powerhouse for Hengyi industry. Our role is to convert coal and seawater to produce electricity, the same electricity we use for every day, and high temperature steam for department use. We also produce other important materials such as water, fly ash, and slag. The sort of water that we produce are the domestic water and clean water. Next slide. So we are divided into 4 different groups. We have the fuel transport, water treatment, boiler, and steam turbine. Each of these units have their own different roles and responsibility. For fuel transport, we got them for conveying and storage of coal from the jetty to our coal yard to our boiler. Next, we have the water treatment. We use the seawater, change it to clean water, and produce more domestic water for use in our daily life in Hengyi industries and as well as for production on site. Next is the boiler. The boiler will produce heat and produce ash and slag as a side product. Other than that, we got steam turbine, and these are the main powerhouse for producing electricity. And each steam turbine gives about 55 megawatt power of electricity. Next slide. So for power department, we got the water treatment unit, boiler unit, steam turbine unit, and fluid control unit. All of these are the sample pictures of what we have on site. Next slide. For power department, there are a few simple basic roles such as routine field operation and inspection, such as opening valves and turning off valves. We got temperature and vibration check for different kind of equipment on site. We get the panel operator for different kind of operation found on our department. Next.
Okay, all right. Thank you for colleague. Next, we will move on to electrical operation. Christina.
Hi,
Christina?
Assalamualaikum everyone. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, Assalamualaikum, and a very good afternoon, everyone. So, myself, Maria Christina, representing on behalf for the Electrical Operation Department. So basically, our department plays a crucial role and responsible in assuring the consistency of generation, distribution for a sustainable and reliable power supply here in Hengyi Industries. So actually, this power supply is being supplied to the entire vicinity here in Pulau Muara Besar, to the end user, such as the offices, refineries, warehouses, and etc. So our department handles generator sets. So we actually have 4 generator sets, each with rated power of 55 megawatt. We also have waste heat generator of 7 megawatt, and also backup diesel generator sets of 2 megawatt. So as you can see from the picture below, is actually the monitoring center that is existing in our power plant building. So on the left side is the monitoring center for the power supply to the refinery areas, whereas on the right side is the power supply monitoring center for specifically the power plant. Next slide, please. Okay, so for our department, we have 2 units. So one is the operation and the other one is maintenance. So what is operation team? This operation unit is actually responsible for the power plant area. So they monitor the electricity supplied. And not only that, we also do data recording, and we're also reporting any problems found during inspection on the regards to the electrical equipment. Not only that, we also will be liaising, acting as a focal person to contact with the electrical services division. And whereas for the maintenance team, the maintenance unit, they are actually responsible for their respective main intake substation. So they have their own substation that they need to be responsible and take care of. So they will provide maintenance services to the electrical equipment, inspections, data recording, as well as reporting any problems encountered that they can find during inspection on the electrical equipment. Next slide, please. Okay, so these are some of the pictures. For the left top part, which is the Hengyi gas insulated switchgear or GIS. So actually this switchgear is located next to our power plant building. And this switchgear is basically for the 66 kV. And then on the top right side is the diesel generator. So as you can see, the diesel generator looks quite big, but it's only for 2 megawatt. And we have 3 of these diesel generators. Whereas for the pictures shown below are the Hengyi outdoor transformers. So we have 5 transformers. So basically this transformer is for stepping up or step down of the voltages. Next slide, please. And then we also have the Hengyi steam turbine generator. As mentioned in the previous slide, we have 4 of these generating sets. So each of these sets is 55 megawatt. Whereas for the pictures shown below are some of the substations that are in Hengyi Industries. And inside the substation, as you can see, there are also switchgears. But the switchgear is different from the GIS because this switchgear inside the respective substation are only for 10 kilovolt. So 10 kilovolt considering for low voltage area. And towards the end right of the picture, you can see there are some operators that are doing their job. So basically they would do data recording, inspection, or probably do maintenance as well. That's all from my department. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Next, can we have Jace from Instrument Control Department? Thank you.
Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum and good morning, good afternoon. I'm Jazrin from Instrument Control Department. So I will cover a bit on how Instrument Control Department plays a role in Hengyi Industries. It covers the automated control of production process and systems that we have, such as the distributed control system and safety instrumented system. We are responsible for the maintenance and management of the whole plant. We act as an eye of the plant where we monitor the process operation, records and control the process variables. We have 4 important variables that we must ensure that it's within a safe range, which is the flow, level, pressure, and temperature, so that it is optimally efficient and in a reliable manner. So for our instrument team, we are divided into 8 teams. We are into team 1, team 2, team 3, utilities, analysis, port and storage, system, and power plant. We are segregated into different teams for different zones. For example, team 1 is for flexi-coking and sulfur, team 2, diesel and kerosene, team 3, aromatics, utilities, water treatment, analysis, the whole site, port and storage, the tank farm, system covers the whole site as well. Power plant is for power station team. And next slide, please. So what we do on a daily basis for the duties is that we have preventive maintenance to ensure that the instruments are working properly. For daily inspection, we do this daily, morning and afternoon, to ensure if there is any leakage and abnormalities that we need to be eyeing on so that there's no any incidents or anything. And then we do calibration of instruments, also installation and repair. If there's any faultiness, then we'll be repairing immediately. Also, we undergo training as well. For the pictures that we can see, there's 3 pictures there. That is what the teams do, sometimes on a daily basis as well. And can we go to the next slide, please? And here we have gathered a few pictures where what analysis team does and the training that we have and the cleaning of the transmitter, and we do on-site training as well with our mentor. And then last but not least, the picture on the right side is the FAR 5 training center that is as a simulator for new trainees for the calibration training. And we have instrument there such as the valve, transmitter, and gas detectors as well. So we need to be there to do the practical hands-on before we are undergoing on the site. So I think that is all for instrument department. Thank you from myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jazz. So basically that is the presentation from the five departments that is relevant to the diploma programs that is available and open for application. And then next, I would like to talk a bit. So this one, the career progression path in Hengyi, this is just a brief guide. If you are interested to know more about it, you can check with me later on. Just one last slide before I off. Okay, so we have today, 2 to 3 p.m. we have, 2 to 2:45, we have a one-on-one video conference, and tomorrow we have another webinar is going to introduce about our scholarship programs, and we also have another one-on-one video conference session at 10:30 until 11:30. So please jot down, and if you have any question, welcome to visit us, and we can during the one-on-one video conference, we can share with you more information. Thank you. We are done with our presentation already. So maybe if we still have some time, if there is any question from the public that we can answer for now.
Thank you for your mind-opening presentation. Before moving to the next segment, I would like to remind the presenter that we have about a few minutes left. We are open for Q&A session. Currently, we only have 2 questions from the viewers. So the first,
Okay.
what position is offered at Hengyi currently?
That one is regarding the recruitment, right?
Yes, I believe.
About the recruitment, that one we'll have to check with our recruitment team for more details, because this one is focused more on our joint collaboration program. So that one I would not be able to share at the moment. I will have to check with my recruitment team for the updated information. Maybe if the person want to know more, can text us up in the chat, and then we can get back to the person.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
Second,
you.
which courses offer industrial attachment?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Which courses offer industrial attachment?
Okay, so basically all of this program, both this 4 with PB and also this 1 with IBTE, the third year, they will have to do a 1-year industrial best learning at Hengyi. So all of them offer.
Okay, I hope
Yes.
that question. Okay, that marks the end of the Q&A session. Thank you, Yamulia
Okay.
and her team for answering the question. We hope this session has been beneficial for our viewers. With that, we can conclude this webinar session. Should viewer have any queries or in needs of further information, you may browse through their booth on our Higher Education Virtual Expo website at heexpo.moi.gov.pn. Thank you for joining us. See you soon in our next webinar session starting at 1:50 p.m. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.